So what I'm doing today is something a little different because I don't want to be tempering, right? So I'm using a blend of a compound and couverture. So you will have a better mouthfeel than couverture, but I don't have to tediously stand here temper and AC is on and you know how it is every time there's one draft of cold air and see how many times I've had to reheat this because it's just setting up very very fast. So in this kind of situation tempering becomes a huge challenge. um, what I will also be using all these sprinkles. These coffee beans are again flavored with filter coffee flavor, which is made by Fab. The Rice Krispies, this is flavored with coffee. Those are some Krispies. Because I'm doing tiramisu. Now, tiramisu is like a flavor which is combining coffee, some creaminess, and some alcohol. So, for that, we'll be using the white rum extract, which is non alcoholic, but it will give the flavor. Now, to enhance the tiramisu flavor, I'm going to be creating a combination of these like really wonderful flavored pastes which work for cake as well as for chocolate. The first time I tried it in chocolate. These guys are also using the same flavors. So I'm not worried about, one company ka flavor, another company ka flavor. There's no clash. It just sort of marries together beautifully. So they have a tiramisu paste, which is like this. Okay, and I'm also using a bit of their coffee paste, okay, which is like this. It's like, if you guys want to smell it, please go ahead because it's really delightful, the flavors. Um, so what I have done is, the base of my bark is the dark chocolate. These are the two pastes. I've taken a combination. I'm going to mix it into the white chocolate. And that is what will create the marbling part. So I'm used to actually working on a much larger tray. So today I have chota chota this thing to work in, but it's okay. One can do the marbling even in that. Okay, so I'm I'm just going to soften these because they are a little firm in this weather. So little bit of softening required. These are melted nicely. Yeah. So I'm now going to add anything which, if you want it to last in summer, 45 degrees heat may either you keep it in a cool room or can we shut these? हाँ सबने सूंघ लिया ना? Okay. So now I have filter coffee, tiramisu. The tiramisu flavor actually is a blend. It's already got the coffee and the creaminess you will get from mascarpone, and it's already got that. But I just want to amp it up. So you might be wondering why I'm using the paste and I'm adding this. Because what happens a lot of the time is that when you're using paste or you're using chocolate, flavors, after you've warmed it up and done all that, sometimes flavor notes fade away. Yeah. So I don't want that happening. I wanted to retain that punch. I wanted to have that flavor continuously. So I'm going to add in some white rum, little bit. I would have added regular rum, but I think a lot of people would not have.
But it doesn't cause trouble with the white chocolate? Rum does.
Them. Okay, so I have this stuff here, right? Now I'm going to add my white chocolate to this and then give it a good stir. In the meantime,
Couverture, what you have used?
no, this is compound, Baba.
Both of them?
So Now I'll just mix my.
Just out of curiosity, where else do you use this, mix this in the ganache?
Yeah.
Create good.
And then, of course, I added some of the coffee flavor as well. So it was a coffee hazelnut combination. So one layer coffee, one layer hazelnut. I used the coffee paste, mixed it in ganache, added a bit of the coffee extract. It was fabulous. Then the next layer was I used hazelnut paste, mixed it into ganache. I added like a few drops. They have a hazelnut oil, just a few drops of that, just to, you know, amp it up. And it worked so beautifully. The feedback from the client was like so delicious, and you just need so little actually to completely change the flavor profile. I was supposed to have an assistant today, somebody by the name of Vaishali. Where is Vaishali? Vanished. She said, I will come and assist you. I said, very good.
I can volunteer.
She came and waved to me. Okay, so I'm just going to flip this around. And the most fun part of making barks, actually, is all the inclusions. You know what inclusions are, right? All these. Okay, so this is ready. And I hope this is hot. Sorry, I have to spend a fair bit of time reheating because it needs to be fluid enough while I'm working. The minute I spread it out, it will start cooling very fast.
Always in small bursts.
Okay, so I'm going to layer it down. Remember, barks are never, the whole idea of a bark is that it's quite a thin layer. You should be able to just break it with your hands. Not even as thick as a bar, like a molded bar, not even that thick. You should just be able to. So, I think I need to put some more. Sorry. Okay. So the reason why I put this in this, there are two reasons. A, I'm more in control when I'm pouring it here. B, if I want to reheat, and this is going to cool off very fast, it's much easier for me to reheat my piping bag than to do this. Yeah. So. Oh ho. कचरा नहीं है.
जैसे अगर मैं हॉटस्पॉट पे एक्चुअली
Okay? That's your job. The fun part is it's all free form, so you can do whatever you want, basically. So I'm just going to give it a good whack and then start marbling. Now the thing with marbling is the less you do, the prettier it is. Okay? I know our tendency is to, continue and keep on and on and on. But literally, you just want it to look pretty. You don't want it to get mixed completely. So that is my base done. Now I can just go around. Do you want to drop some stuff? Nice. So, these are just Rice Krispies which are coated with a chocolate. The flavor of the chocolate is not that great, but I want to add an element of crunch. You know, in tiramisu, you have the lady's fingers, which are not like really soft, but they have a little bite to them. So you can sprinkle it wherever you want. What I try and do is I try and sprinkle it where the color will contrast a little bit. So if I have something dark, then I will try and put it on a sorry. We are not in control of anything, you know, in life, I think. So I'll try and put it on a contrasting thing. And like these guys, this is the full size of this, huh? So these guys can go pretty much anywhere. They are looking a little dusty because they've been chopped and the inside is a Rice Krispie. But it works out fine when you've added it in. So I have this also, which is just a very thin bag. I flavored it with coffee. I can add this also.
What is the proportion of
And now let's quickly put it in the fridge to solidify. Okay, so I'm just doing this again to make sure the sprinkles are stuck. Very often it happens that the sprinkles don't stick properly, and then when you're packing them, half the sprinkles are just rolling off. So let me keep this. Excellent. So फिर let me just, you know, it's a little soft in the middle where the chocolate the layer is a little thick, which is why it's not cracking right now. But if it was a thinner layer, or if I leave it in the fridge for a little longer, then it will just shatter. So we are done with one, and I'm just going to hand it out for tasting. So this is a combination of Morde and Van Houten. Van Houten 54% is really good. For when I'm making a ganache, I really like Van Houten 45 because it's a good, like, you know, medium range flavor. It's not too bitter, it's not too sweet. So it's the kind of flavor which maximum people, you know, I mean, you're doing a cake, you don't know who all bacche bhi khayenge, senior citizens will also eat. So it's a good in-between thing to have. This is 46. And what I've used in this one, this blend here, is 54. Okay. So now coloring chocolate. Huh? Kya?
candy colors are best or powder colors are best?
I'm now going to see if you have noticed. These are candy. This is powder. I'm going to show you with both.
So you will decide and
It really depends on what you have. Certain colors, if I want a particular kind of color, then I will use that, whether it is powder or oil based. If I don't have a particular color and all I have is a gel color, then I will accordingly use that in coloring chocolate. So, okay. So, in the meantime, I'm just going to soften these a bit. As you know, these are the colors which I have pre-made. No harm in keeping them ready. So now coloring of chocolate. Let me start with oil candy colors. No brainer. Just put it in, mix it, ho gaya. Now the thing is, our approach is slightly different because we are going to be flavoring the chocolate. Because I don't want a single note of only white chocolate coming. I'm going to the trouble of adding color to it. Might as well add flavor. Okay. Now, for today, I thought it would be good to go with cotton candy. which is like a, like a slightly burnt sugar kind of a flavor. Very nice. Bavarian cream, which is again a mysterious bouquet of flavors. It's like you get a hint of caramel, you get a hint of vanilla, you get a hint of something else, can't figure out what it is. But it's like one of my most popular flavors, and I'm using a rich caramel sauce, okay? Because these are actually just enhancing the flavor, the white chocolate. You can taste the white chocolate, but it gets that little twist. So I'm going to show you how I will use a powder color. My extracts are all oil based. Please note. So they are completely safe to add into any kind of chocolate or ganache or buttercream or anything. Anything which has a fat base, these will just go in. You don't have to worry about seizing and stuff like that. I've used flavors from abroad which are like alcohol based, and then you add it, you get one fancy Irish cream flavor and add it into your chocolate and you have one lump. So with the Fab products, I'm never worried about that factor. Okay. This powder color, this is a relatively unknown brand called Mangaram, RB Mangaram. I don't know. So I'm going to take my this thing. Now, because I mentioned to you the flavors are oil based. So instead of adding powder plus oil, I'm just going to put powder plus flavor. One less step. Small victory, but very impactful. Okay, now this color is extremely strong. So I need just a wee bit, because ऐसे नहीं है कि I'm coloring a large quantity of chocolate. So now let me add cotton candy flavor oil in this. I've just opened a sealed bottle. I'm going to give it a good shake. So the whole idea is, because the powder color is in little granules. By adding the oil directly into it, imagine like when you're melting gelatin. Before you melt your gelatin, you have to bloom it. I'm literally doing the same thing. I'm blooming the color in flavored oil. Yeah? Because once I start mixing, I don't want those granules to stay in the chocolate. Okay? So I'm going to add some of this and give it a good stir. So can you guys see? There's a lot of it still there at the bottom. It's like holy, you know. I enjoy. Acha, Rice Krispies, let me luster them. So, where are the... Yeah. So, I made sprinkles. A lot of the sprinkle combinations I've customized for this particular bark, which again is my fun thing to do. So, Athar, why don't you open these for me, please? So I use a little bit because I want like a cotton candy pink. Not the... They say cotton candy pink is a very bright pink. And it's scary to think what level of color they are using. But we want something which is playful and fun. And this is Sugarin product. Sugarin has a whole range of gel-based, oil-based, powder color, purple oil candy. Okay, I'm just going to... I have not yet added the flavor. Uh, what flavor should we add in this? Cotton candy I already added in this. I don't know how many of you have smelled the cotton candy. You want to smell it alag se?
It is smelling.
You can smell it?
I can see.
I found it on my clothes. Yes. So today when I was traveling here, somewhere I could smell this combination, and I gave up. I said I had a bath in the morning, but I can still smell it. Here, please don't drop it. So, can you see how strong this is? Can you guys see this color? White chocolate is difficult to color. Hello. I've never got that yogurt.
Yogurt with vanilla.
I've always got a vanilla and some. There's a caramel note
Yeah, it's
in it.
caramel note.
Hana? Good na? Good na? Okay.
You mix yogurt with some. This color looks beautiful.
Okay. So now I'm just going to melt this down because I don't know how much time we have left. How I'm supposed to wind up by. What is the time like, guys?
It's 12:30. 12:35.
I have half an hour. So you've seen the process of coloring. I'm just going to use these. नहीं तो पूरा time I will spend just doing the coloring. Okay. This and let me take out another one. Yes, I'm using the blue which I already have.
This was the color you have used, or
I used a combination of the navy. I used a combination of this and this.
that's a lovely color.
It's a pretty color, na? Yeah. So the thing is, don't restrict yourselves when it comes to mixing brands of color because I'm doing it all the time. Hold on. Because melted chocolate is. Okay, guys. Let's get down to it. Now, I added cotton candy in this, Bavarian cream in this. These two, they already have, I think, a rich caramel sauce added in them. So I'm not going to show you that part. It's already done. I think I might want a little more of this. Which color? So this is what they turn out like. So as you can see, the amount of time, you will spend some time getting all your colors right, flavoring your colors, making sure they're all at the right temperature simultaneously. If you have something like that food warmer, hot plate kind of thing, you can use that, put a nice towel on it, keep all your bowls so they will stay warm. That's how I work normally in winter. Especially when I'm painting because I do a lot of painted cakes. So then I have that many bowls, different colors mixed and can't keep getting up and going to the microwave and reheating and all. So I just keep a warmer
for normal painting.
So I'm just going to randomly pour, yeah, because I want to be very quick about it. I can always go back and add more. See, now this one got cool. So this is still slightly warm. I love this color.
It's a very nice, bright, cute color.
It's a pinkish purple.
Purple, yes.
You know, it says purple, but it's got that pink,
Very nice pastel shade. That's what I.
and they're all solidifying at the bottom. Quickly, I have to do.
It's because of the AC.
Yeah, definitely. So I need for this to be fluid when I start adding stuff. Boss, thoda. I don't want to have to pick up sprinkles from the ground. Safai to karni padegi na before the next person comes. So, and I will add some of this just to marry all of them together. Yeah, you do need, in a color palette. Let me add some more of this. Okay, so now you know what if this is cooling down too fast. The reason I'm doing it on this, I will take my hair dryer and.
Warm it up.
So now we come to the fun part. Let me just show these ladies what they want to see. So again, marbling. Go with the flow. Don't do too much because then the colors will start blending too much. Okay? It's like painting. Yes? Chalo. You do one, I'll do one. Okay? So I'm just going to throw them on. Very nice. So this is again a blend of different sizes of sprinkles and a sparkling sugar which I colored separately. So I like to use these. So these ones which I'm using, these are actually coated with pure silver. So they are 100% edible, good products. Done? See? We have moonshine on our fingers. You can eat it also. So I'm just going to put this in the fridge now. Okay, that tray won't open. There's something in the freezer. Okay, that we will wait 10 minutes, take it out and taste it. So now the thing is, I'm going to take another 2 minutes before I open this. Please. So typically what happens is, when you have leftover, let's talk about practical things. If I have leftover chocolate, I will either keep it in this, but I don't want to carry all the dabbas closed. I would much rather carry it like this. Takes up less space. And I will not recommend that you put your leftover chocolate on butter paper and then keep it. because the butter paper is going to soak up all the fat. So when you go to remelt it, it is less fat, so remelting it will be harder for you, especially if it's a colored chocolate. So guys, after all that talking, etc., this is ready. दिख रहा है? हो गया? पक्का? Okay.
This can be used for
Hey guys, I'm here at the Fab Flavors stall demoing with their fabulous flavors. Today I have used 6 different flavors and made chocolate bucks. Please do come and try out all their flavors. They have edibles in every flavor possible. These flavors are all oil soluble and they are true flavors, not chemically created flavors. So please come and try them. They are excellent. Come and try all the samples we have here. You will enjoy it.